What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Saturday, April 29th, 2023. And just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. Especially if you like this content, it helps us out a ton and it doesn't cost you a cent. But we'll get into the home run prop action for Saturday. Had an 0 for day yesterday. I'm hungry to get back on track today. A couple of back-to-back 0 for days. I don't know if we've had those maybe once since we started doing these home run prop videos. So good look to get back on track on Sunday. But just to refresh everyone's memory, these are plays that are just for fun. These are high risk, high reward variance plays. Plays that you shouldn't be necessarily dumping your whole bankroll into. Just have a couple of bucks for some side action as well. We've seen we have good days. A couple of these home run prop hits, make you your money back and then some, and then anything after that is just pure, straight profit. And I'm gonna hope to get back on track with those today. But again, these are just player props for some side action. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most every day, you can find those at Pickdawgz.com. Click on the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. You can get long-term passes or just daily packages, including my daily $19 best bets. But without further ado, we will get into the home run prop action for Saturday. And we're going to see a few familiar faces here. We're also going to just basically look at just a few key games that I've kind of keyed in on. A few pitching matchups I've kind of keyed in on as well. I'm going to start things off with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. To hit a home run off of Chris Flexen, or the Seattle Mariners, I should say, at plus 280. Now the value for Guerrero Jr. not necessarily all that fantastic. I mean, realistically, I'm not going to sneeze at plus 280. You just look at it, I'm saying, in comparison to other home run props. But he's hitting 303 against right-handed pitching. All 5 home runs coming against righties. And Chris Flexen, he doesn't give up a ton of barrels, but he gives up a lot of hard contact. He's allowed runs in bunches lately. Vladdy could be in prime position to strike second on the Jays in hard hit percentage and barrel percentage. And, we've talked about on our morning show and stuff like that how the fences have moved in at Rogers Center. The outfield's been adjusted, so it's probably going to drum up some more home runs, drum up some more offense. So I'm going to look at Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to hit a home run at plus 280. Also at plus 280, I'm going to look at Matt Chapman to hit a home run. Same reasoning against Chris Flexen. He's got a pair of home runs in his career against Flexen. Chapman does. He still leads the Jays in barrel percentage and hard hit percentage. He's got 3 home runs with a 306 batting average against righties this season. So I'm going to roll with Matt Chapman to hit one at plus 280. Also going to look at Bo Bichette to hit a home run at plus 510. I missed the boat on Bo Bichette earlier this week when he hit a home run, but I'm going to get back on him here. He's hitting 464 with a pair of home runs against right-handers at home, 350 against righties overall this season with 4 home runs. So I'm looking at Bo Bichette to hit a home run at plus 510. Now, again, for those of you who may be new to the home run prop video, you're going to hear me mention, terms like barrel rate and hard hit percentage. Just a couple of those, metrics that have been sort of, I don't want to say discovered in the last decade or so, but have really come to light and really have become more involved in looking at stats and even sports betting, sort of aid in sort of player prop betting and just looking at performances as a whole. And when you hear me talk about barrel percentage and barrel rate, it goes on both sides of the plate. But basically, what the barrel zone is that perfect launch angle and exit velocity combination that's the most likely to project and produce, deep balls into the outfield and subsequently home runs. And, why is it important? Well, when you look at just barrels that were hit in 2022, 45% of barrels that were hit went for home runs. And that was actually the lowest percentage that it had been in pretty much a decade. Normally, we're seeing, 50 to 55, even I think upwards of 60% in one season. Of barrels were home runs, and we've been seeing a lot of home runs so far this season, and a lot of barrels this season, and I think that we're going to be seeing a lot. And like I said, this is it's a very, very important metric to use, especially when you're betting on home run props. So when you hear me say the words barrel rate, hard hit percentage, that just means a metric in terms of tracking power. And like I said, it goes both ways. For batters, obviously, how many of your bats are producing those barrel hits, those hits into that sweet spot and at that speed. And for pitchers, it's how many of those hits you're giving up over batters' face. So that just sort of want to give everyone a refresher on that. But Anyways, we'll move back into the home run props for Saturday, and we're gonna go to again another familiar face here. Gonna go to Brandon Lowe to hit a home run at plus 320. Now Lowe, he hit a pair of home runs against the White Sox already this season. He continues to lead the Rays in barrel rate while Lance Lynn is struggling, giving up hard contact, and has allowed 7 home runs already this season. Lowe, he also has 7 homers against righties this season. And I think Brandon Lowe, definitely a top candidate more often than not, especially against righties for the Rays, to hit a home run on any given night. So I'm going to look at Brandon Lowe to hit one. Also going to look at Randy Arozarena to hit a home run at plus 510. Now, Arozarena, third on the Rays in barrel rate this season. He's hitting .355 against right-handed pitching on the road, as well as .329 with a pair of home runs overall against right-handed pitching this season. I'm not a fan of Lance Lynn. I think he's been getting roughed up over the course of the season, and just been giving up runs left and right. And even if he has a decent outing, we're still looking at a Chicago bullpen that's still second worst in the majors in terms of staff ERA. So I'm going to take Randy Arozarena to have potentially have a home run here at plus 510. And I'm also going to look at Luke Raley to hit a home run off at plus 350. I think it's his home run prop show debut, if I'm not mistaken. But he's been one of the more surprising hitters out of the gate for the Rays this season. 4 home runs against right-handed pitching on the road with a .280 batting average, and he is second on the Rays in barrel rate. Basically the same reason that I'm fading Lance Lynn here, and we're going to do it with Luke Raley to hit a home run at plus 350. And then we're going to close things out with a couple of, I want to say long shots, but longer odds plays here. And I'm going to go to the Phillies and Astros matchup. And I'm going to take Bryson Stott to hit a home run at plus 650. Stott, he's hitting .341 against righties on the road this season. He has a hit in all but 2 of his games so far this year. And Christian Javier, a surprisingly high barrel rate, he's allowed a homer in 3 straight starts. Surprising considering that he is still the number 2 pitcher in the Astros rotation. He's still one of the better pitchers in the major leagues, but he's given up a ton of hard contact, a ton of barrels. So I think Bryson Stott could potentially be a benefactor here. We're getting some great odds with a guy that has been seeing the ball well pretty much all season long, and just given, like I said, given how well he is, how well and how consistently he has produced at the plate, I think he's worth a shot here at plus 650. And our last home run prop of the day, I'm going to go to Brandon Marsh to hit a home run at plus 600. Now, Marsh hitting .344 against righties on the road this season with a pair of home runs. He's third on the Phillies in barrel rate. Basically the same reason for fading Javier here. And that's not to say that the Astros won't win that game, but I just think that if anybody's going to hit a home run, Stott and Marsh are 2 fantastic candidates for hitting a home run here, and definitely think that there is some value, especially with Marsh and Stott, with the 2 longest odds for our home run prop show today. So you need Brandon Marsh to hit a home run at plus 600. Now, I've been doing this a couple of times, in the last few home run prop shows, but give an honorable mention to a couple of games on the board. Now, when I was first doing this home run prop video, or at least, this morning, there were no odds for the Atlanta Braves, and I do like a couple of Atlanta Braves here. I like Matt Olson against the New York Mets and Tyler McGill. Olson, he homered on Friday. I missed the boat on him, but I still think he's going to be a solid option. He still leads the Braves in barrel rate, has 7 home runs and a .281 batting average against right-handed pitching this season, including a .393 batting average and 5 homers against right-handed pitching on the road. McGill's allowed a homer in 3 straight and 4 of his 5 starts this season, so I would lean towards Matt Olson for an official play here. I just, again, couldn't find odds for him. And Ronald Acuna Jr. as well, hitting righties at .394 on the road with 3 home runs. He's hitting .365 on the year with 4 home runs against righties overall. So I think Ronald Acuna Jr. definitely a play that I would make an official play had I had odds as well. Honorable mention that game to Ozzie Albies and Austin Riley. I might lean their way here and put a couple of bucks on them. They both had career home runs against Tyler McGill. Just not my strongest play for homers in this game. Also honorable mention to Josh Lowe in that Tampa Bay game, hitting .440 against righties on the road and has multiple home runs against right-handed pitching this season with a 300-plus batting average overall against righties this season. So look at Josh Lowe in that Tampa-Chicago White Sox game. And as a whole, I couldn't get there for any official plays, but that matchup in Mexico City between the Padres and the Giants, the altitude's supposed to play an even bigger part than what we see normally at Coors Field, or what we expect to see at Coors Field that it does for the Rockies. The fences to the foul poles are 325 and 400 feet out to straightaway center. So this is probably going to be some hitter-friendly environments. And, this is an even higher altitude than Coors Field in Mexico City. We're talking about 7,000 feet above sea level, when obviously Denver or Colorado about mile high. So, the problem for me is that the Padres as a team, percentage, they don't hit lefties all that well. I don't see many Giants that I love against Joe Musgrove. That's not to say that there won't be home runs in this game. Nothing I just feel too strongly about, but I'd feel remiss if I didn't mention it, just because of the environment. This is just something that doesn't happen all that often this season, are these neutral site games, especially in a high altitude environment like Mexico City. So just something that I want to point out there. But we'll get to the recap of the home run props show, of the home run props that we gave out for Saturday. We started things off with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to hit a home run at plus 280. Also at plus 280, we gave out Matt Chapman, and also had Bo Bichette to hit a home run at plus 510. Then we went to the matchup between the Rays and the White Sox. We went with Brandon Lowe to hit a home run at plus 320. Randy Arozarena to hit a home run at plus 510. Luke Raley to hit a home run at plus 350. And then we went to the Phillies and Astros matchup, and we had Bryson Stott to hit a home run at plus 650, and Brandon Marsh to hit one at plus 600. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. And again, just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that like button. It helps us out a ton. Doesn't cost you a cent. And if you're looking for my best bets, again, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. Make sure that you have notifications turned on here at our Pickdawgz YouTube, so you can be the first to be in the know when the new content drops, especially these home run prop videos. When we have afternoon baseball action, we try to get them out as efficiently as possible. Give you the most time to get those bets in, but sometimes it doesn't always work like that. So keep those notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the new content drops. And I implore everybody, please check out our betting tools at sportschatplace and pickdawgz.com. Didn't necessarily talk about it earlier, but these home run props and the prices are where we get the slides for these home run prop videos. And those betting tools, I can't go into detail enough about how much they will help you as a sports bettor, even whether you're trying to do this, I don't say professionally, but if you're really into this, or even if you're just a casual bettor, they have something for everybody. The betting tools will point out player props, maybe angles that you might have missed. It'll also help you find the best possible price. That's the one advantage that the books can't take away from you, is your ability to shop lines, find the best possible number, find the best possible price, and those betting tools will help you find the book that has it. If you don't have an account with that book, you can use that, and you can get a sports book bonus with that book, so you're already starting ahead with the sports book that's giving you that best possible price, as well as having a bonus to start out with. We have streak tools. If you're a big believer in riding hot hands or cold hands and you like betting on streaks, we have something for you there. We have a parlay builder. If you're looking for a specific parlay to be built for you, you can have that done. If you're looking for just the best parlay in terms of value on the board, we have that as well. Player tools, just to show you who's hot. Profitable teams, profitable angles. The list goes on and on of what we have at Pickdawgz Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place for these betting tools. You just got to go and check them out. I promise you guys, you will not regret it. So make sure that you take advantage of those tools. Like I said, they're 100% free, and you're not going to find betting tools like that anywhere else. So make sure you check them out. But thank you so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. And let's crush the books on Saturday. Let's have a strong start to the weekend. We'll see you guys soon.